Have you ever had a moment where you stopped and thought, wait, whose life am I actually living? Maybe everything looks fine from the outside. You're working, studying, socializing, scrolling, achieving goals. But underneath it all, there's a strange feeling. A feeling that you're watching your life instead of living it. That somehow you've become a stranger to yourself. And the scary part is that many people spend years believing this emptiness is normal. But what if that feeling isn't laziness, depression, or a lack of motivation? What if it's a sign that you've become disconnected from your authentic self? Today, we're exploring the psychology of the false self, the phenomenon of alienation, and most importantly, how to reconnect with the person you've been hiding from. The feeling of alienation. Alienation is the experience of feeling separated from yourself, your emotions, your values, or even the world around you. It's like living on autopilot. You wake up, follow routines, complete responsibilities, and go to sleep. Days blur together. You keep moving, but you don't feel alive. The philosopher and social critic Karl Marx described alienation as becoming disconnected from the products of your work, from other people, and eventually from your own human nature. Modern psychologists expanded this idea. They noticed that many people become disconnected not only from society, but from themselves. They stop asking what they genuinely want. Instead, they focus on what they should want: success, approval, status, and validation. Over time, the gap between who they truly are and who they pretend to be grows wider. That's where the concept of the false self comes in. The British psychoanalyst Donald Winnicott introduced the idea of the false self. According to Winnicott, children naturally express their feelings, needs, and personalities. But when their environment repeatedly rewards certain behaviors and rejects others, they begin adapting. Maybe they learn that being emotional is unacceptable. Maybe they discover that being quiet earns praise. Maybe they realize that pleasing others feels safer than being themselves. So they create a version of themselves designed to gain approval and avoid rejection. This isn't necessarily conscious. It's a survival strategy. The problem is that if this adaptation becomes too strong, the false self starts taking over. You become who others expect you to be, not who you actually are. And that's when life starts feeling strangely unreal, because deep down, your real self knows it's not being expressed. Signs you're living through a false self. How do you know if this is happening to you? One sign is chronic people-pleasing. You constantly adjust your opinions, personality, or behavior depending on who's around. Another sign is feeling emotionally numb. You struggle to identify what you genuinely feel because you've spent years ignoring your inner voice. You may also experience a strange sense of emptiness after achieving goals. You finally get the promotion, the degree, the relationship, the thing you thought would make you feel complete. And yet, the satisfaction fades quickly. Why? Because the achievement belonged to the false self. Your authentic self never chose it. Many people also feel exhausted for reasons they can't explain. Pretending is tiring. Performing a role every day consumes enormous psychological energy. Eventually, burnout becomes inevitable. Why modern life makes this worse? Today's world makes disconnection easier than ever. Social media constantly presents images of who we should be. Algorithms reward conformity. Work cultures often value productivity over authenticity. Many people spend more time curating themselves than understanding themselves. We become performers, personal brands, collections of carefully selected highlights. But authenticity cannot survive when every moment becomes a performance. The more attention we give to external validation, the less attention we give to our inner experience. Slowly, the relationship with ourselves begins to disappear. How to reconnect with your true self. The good news is that alienation isn't permanent. You can reconnect with yourself, but it starts with honesty. Ask yourself, what am I doing because I genuinely want to do it? And what am I doing because I think I should? Those two answers are often very different. Next, pay attention to moments when you feel most alive, not impressed, not successful, but alive. Maybe it's creating something, learning, being in nature, having deep conversations, or helping others. Your authentic self leaves clues. Follow them. Another powerful step is learning to disappoint people. That sounds harsh, but it's necessary. If your entire identity depends on approval, authenticity becomes impossible. Every genuine choice will eventually disappoint someone, and that's okay. Finally, spend time in silence. Without music, without social media, without constant distraction. The voice of your authentic self is usually quiet. If your life is always noisy, you'll never hear it. The feeling of being disconnected from your own life isn't a personal failure. It's often a signal that somewhere along the way, adaptation became imitation, survival became performance, and the false self took center stage. But the person underneath never disappeared. They're still there, waiting beneath the expectations, roles, labels, and masks. And perhaps the goal isn't to become someone new. Perhaps the goal is simply to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. If you enjoyed this video and want more psychology, philosophy, and self-discovery content, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. And let me know in the comments, have you ever felt disconnected from your own life? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.